So, good evening, students. Good evening, dear students and parents. We welcome you all to the Olympiad preparation of IEO webinar for class 2 and 3. I hope you're all ready for today's webinar. Yes. And students, it would be great if you turn on your cameras for the better interaction and please have a check of your mics to keep it muted. Okay. Yes. So once again, we welcome you all for this Olympiad preparation guidelines webinar for IEO International English Olympiad exams by MTG Learning Media, and it is an official academic partner of SOF. Can we please change the slide? So let me introduce about the MTG first. MTG Learning Media, established since 1982, is a helping hand for millions of students for their academic excellence. MTG is official academic partner of Science Olympiad Foundation, and it is India's #1 educational publisher of NEET, JEE, CBSE, CUET, and Olympiad exams. And as of now, MTG has copies of 19 plus crore copies have been sold out, and 2.10 lakh schools and coaching centers follow MTG books, and 6.75 lakh teachers follows MTG books as a reference books in the schools for teaching. So today we will discuss all about IEOA exam. What is the exam pattern? How would be the exam pattern? And types of questions asked. What are the preparation tips? How the tips will be shared with you all in this webinar. How you can easily crack the question. How easily you can understand and think and figure out the correct option. And what are the common challenges you face when you come across the questions and queries. If you have any queries, also you can discuss in this webinar. So why IEO Olympiad exam? So what is the importance of this exam and why students appear for this exam? It helps you improve your reading, writing and vocabulary skills. English is all about your reading, writing and vocabulary skills. So this is why to improve the skills, the IEO students appear for IEO Olympiad exam. And I see few students have already given your Olympiad exam. So you might have a good idea how would be the exam and what kind of questions will be asked, right? And you also learn new words and better sentence formation, and you will be getting to learn many more words which are very new to you and how the sentence can be formed. And it makes you more confident in speaking and understanding English. So this is a right age for you to start learning all this, so you become more confident in speaking and understanding English, and you can win certificates. So what is the benefit of this Olympiad exams is, in case if you get very good marks, you will be getting some merit certificates also, medals also, and prizes also. So you all wanted to get that, everyone? Just show your thumbs up. How many of you are very much excited to get your medals, prizes, certificates? Yes. Students, please turn on your cameras. It would be great if you all seems to be active on the screen. Everyone? Yes. So you all wanted to win your prizes, medals, right? How you will get all these prizes, medals? If you give your exam good, if you get very good marks, you'll be getting this. So this is a benefit of your Olympiad exam. So doing well can help you get special opportunities. So right from this age, in case if you start learning how to attend the competitive exam, how you can start thinking the questions, how you have to figure out, how you have to apply your thinking skills. So right from this age, if you start, this will definitely help you in your future higher classes, and you get a special opportunities in institutions also. And it makes learning English interesting and exciting for you. English is all about learning, it's a very fun of learning. You will be getting to learn many new words which you are not aware of, which you have not heard before also, and you also get to know the meaning of those words. So for sure you will definitely enjoy a lot by learning all this in this Olympiad preparation classes with MTG. So students, this is about the SOF exams schedule for the year 2026 to 27. And your usually 3 dates will be there from the SOF. Out of these 3 dates, your school management will be deciding one date. So these you have to check with the school, and school people, they keep informing you about the date of IEO Olympiad exam. So on that particular day, you have to give your exam. Anyways, these all details are available in the website too, www.sofworld.org. So these are the exam. This is the exam schedule for all the other subjects. Apart from English, you can also get to know the dates of the other subjects too. Right? Okay, so let's see the exam format and the preparation tips for IUO exam. So how the exam format, what kind of questions, how the questions will be asked. So let's discuss. So first to fourth standard, as this webinar is for class 2 and 3. So listen carefully, students, how would be your exam pattern? See, there will be word structure knowledge, word and structure knowledge. So number of question asked for this will be 15 and total marks for this section is 15 marks. Now spoken reading, you'll be having 10 marks, like passage, reading a passage, and you have to, the questions will be asked for you and you have to find out the answers from the passage. So this will be for 10 marks, whereas total marks is 10. Spoken and written expression, five questions will be there, and each question carries 1 mark, so 5 questions. So overall there are 4 sections, and the last and important section is achievers section. So achiever section is very much important. The questions asked in the sections are of high thinking order. So there will be 5 questions in this achiever section, and each question carries 2 marks. Pushpanjali, can you keep your mic on mute, beta? Okay. So as I'm giving you about the information of achiever section, so achiever section is important, and each question carries 2 marks, and total marks for this achiever section is 10 marks. So these are the 4 sections and 4 different kind of sections in which the questions will be asking for you. And total number of questions for second and third students will be 35 questions will be asked in the paper, and total marks are 40. So now your challenging is you have to score 40 out of 40 so that you can get medals, prizes, and certificates from your school. Right? So this is about the exam pattern. I hope you understood how the question paper will be. Yes. So now we have Vibha ma'am with us. So Vibha ma'am is an Olympiad trainer, and ma'am is mentoring the students who are preparing for the Olympiads and writing the exams of the Olympiads. And ma'am is with MTG from last few years, training the students for these Olympiad exams. So ma'am will be taking up your session for today. So listen to ma'am carefully and focus towards the session. Over to you, Vibha ma'am. Good evening.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good evening. All right, so good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to request you all to please switch on your cameras. I can't see so many of you, so please switch on your cameras first. It's better to interact if I can see you all, right? Quickly, please switch on your cameras, everybody.
Hello. Hello.
Who's this?
Ma'am.
Yeah,
Excuse
who's
me,
this?
ma'am. Rosa.
Yeah, Rosa, please tell.
Ma'am, in second class Olympiad in 2025 to 26 Olympiad, I got the zonal bronze medal in English Olympiad.
Okay, that's very great, Rosa. See, we can have all this discussion at the end of the session. Okay, I'll be very happy to know all of your achievements, but that will be happening at the end. Okay. So
Okay, ma'am.
first of all, yeah. So I can see you all now, and those who have not yet switched on their cameras, please quickly do it. So, before proceeding to the topic and everything, first of all, I would like to introduce myself to you all. So, my name is Vibha and I'm your English mentor. I have been teaching English for the last 8 years now, and now I will be mentoring you all for your English Olympiad exam. Okay, so today we are going to discuss one of the most important topics of English grammar, and that will be an overview, which is noun. Okay, so today we will have just an overview of this topic. Okay, and in the upcoming sessions, if you enroll with us, we can have detailed discussion of all these topics, right? So, if I ask you first, what is noun? Can anybody of you let me know? You can raise your hand like without interrupting. You can just raise your hand if you know the answer, and if you would like to tell, you can simply raise your hand. Only 2 students. What about others? Anything that you want to share about nouns? What is it? Anything that you know? Okay, so let me ask Ria. Ria, you tell what is noun according to you?
Noun is a naming word.
Noun is a naming word. Okay, can you elaborate further?
Please.
No? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Pushpanjali, what do you think? You want to add anything else to it?
Mm,
No?
Noun is noun is noun is a name like any object, animal, or human name.
That's it?
Ma'am?
Please don't interrupt. See, one thing I would like to tell all of you, don't interrupt like this. If you have to say something, you can raise your hand. I will definitely come to you. Okay? So, let me tell you now the complete definition of noun. As Ria here said that noun is a naming word. Okay. And the other student has said it's the name of a person, animal, thing. Now, it's not only confined to person, animal, or thing. In fact, it can be any idea also. Okay. So, anything, literally anything that you can name is a noun. Okay. For instance, Vibha, a name, right? So it's a noun. Okay, if I say Rosa, if I say Ria, if I say Kavish, okay, all these are nouns. Anything that you can see around you, if you can name it, that is a noun, like laptop, chair, table, pen, right? All of these are nouns. Okay, so can you all quickly now write some more examples of nouns in the chat box? Anything, look around you, anything that you can see, that you can name, that is a noun. You can write that name in the chat box quickly. And I want really good examples, okay? You can write your name as well, right? Table, nice, pen, sofa. What else? And it would be great if all of you interact here with me. Scale, bottle, perfect. Okay, all these things that you can see, that you can name are nouns. Apple, perfect. Okay. Now, Aradhya, great. Okay. If I talk about the types next, okay, so we can categorize nouns, okay, in different categories. So first of them is common noun. Okay, we have common, proper, collective, material, abstract. Let's discuss first one first, which is a common noun. Common noun, as the name suggests, any common name, okay, that you can give to any place, anything common. For instance, if I say boy, okay, let's say boy. If I say boy, can you tell me which boy am I talking about here? Am I talking about Pavan or Kavish? Okay, can you tell me which boy I'm talking about here? No, right? It's a general name, right? Boy can be any boy. Likewise, girl can be any girl, right? Student can be any student. City can be any city, right? So all these are what? Common nouns, which you can name commonly, right? To anything. So can you write now examples of common noun in general? Common name that you can give to anything. Not specific, just common, like boy, student, city. City can be any city, country. Quickly, any more examples? Okay, fruits, marker. What else? Any other examples? Better ones, if you can give. Skateboard, school, right? Color. Okay, like common name. Color can be any color, school can be any school, right? Now, if I give specific names to them, like if I now specifically say, let's say, Reyansh. Okay, now Reyansh is common or proper? In the chat box, quickly, common or proper, Reyansh. You can write C or P also, like C for common, P for proper. Proper, 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 great. Okay, because that is now specific. If I say Reyansh, you can tell me that I am talking about this specific boy, Reyansh here, right? If I say Varchasavi, Varchasavi, is it a common noun or a proper noun? COP, quickly. Proper again. Aradhya, you think it's common? Varchasavi, is it a common name? Can I call you Varchasavi? Aradhya, no, right? Yes, it is proper, definitely. Okay, I think now you understood the difference between proper and common noun.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now see, if everything is clear to you and you all are with me, you can show me thumbs ups also, okay? So that I can know that you understood everything, okay? You can show me thumbs ups. Great. Okay, you can see more examples here. Ram, Sita, London, India. Now these are specific names, right? Perfect. Now let's come to the next category, which is collective noun. As the name suggests, collection. Okay, now it is the name of any collection of anything. For instance, team. Team is a collection of, you can write in the chat box again, team. Team is a group of, team is a collection of what? People. Can you call group of people team? Like we all are here, group of people. Are we a team? Are you sure? Person, people, no. Players, perfect, Pawan, great, very good. See, we call team a group of players, right? A group of players is a team, not people in general. That is a crowd. Okay, if we talk about group of people, that is a crowd, right? Specifically, group of players is a team, right? Okay, let's say next, jury. Jury is a group of, any guesses? Or if you know, you can tell in the chat box. Jury. Jury is a group of, no answers, no one knows. Judges. Perfect, Riyansh. Great. Aradhya. Judges. Not judge, Aradhya, judges. Plural, right? Group of judges. Okay. Rosa, now I think you know, right? Not people. Group of judges is a jury. Okay. So likewise, we have flock of birds. Okay, army, we have army for soldiers, group of soldiers is army. So you can see these are all name of a collection, name of a group, right? So what are these? Collective nouns. Is it clear, everyone? You know very well what to do? Great, perfect, smart. You can show thumbs ups, right? Perfect. Now let's come to the next category quickly. Okay, there are a few more examples. You can have a look. Okay, we have army, we have a class of students, right? Team of players we have band of musicians, we have choir of singers. Okay, for group of dancers, we have this word troop. Okay, for group of dogs, group of wolves, we have pack. Okay, so these are some more examples which you can have a look at. Okay, now the next category is material noun. As the name suggests, name of a material. Okay, noun is a name. Material noun, name of a material. Okay, any material like gold, iron, wood, okay, glass. So all these are materials, raw materials, right? You can further process them and make something like you can make table, chair out of wood, right? You can make jewelry out of gold, right? So all these are materials, material noun. Easy? Understood? Any doubts? Anyone? Or if everything is clear and you all are with me till this slide, you can show thumbs ups. Perfect. Now there is a last category which is very, very important, special category, which is abstract noun. Now, why am I calling it special, a different, unique category? Because see, till last slide, till this slide, all the nouns that you have seen were concrete, right? They were all something physical, which you can see, which you can touch. Agree? All these nouns which we have studied so far were concrete. You could see them, right? You could touch them. Now there is this category which is very different, abstract. Okay. Now abstract itself means something that is not physical, that is not concrete, that you can't see, that you can't touch. Okay. So such nouns are abstract nouns. For instance, if I ask you happiness, is there anybody who has seen happiness? Anyone? You can raise your hand if you ever seen happiness in your life. Anyone? No? Anyone? Rosa. Yes. Have you seen happiness?
Yes, I was smiling.
Smile. So who gave you this definition that smile is the definition of happiness? There is no criteria. Nobody has decided that, right? Ria, what do you think? You're on mute. You can unmute yourself first. Ria.
We can feel what we are doing, but we cannot touch or see them.
Yes. Okay. So these are all those nouns which you can feel definitely, but can't see. No, you can't tell me how happiness looks like. You can't tell me how friendship looks like. You can't tell me how courage or how beauty looks like. There is no parameter for that, right? Someone can be beautiful for me. I can call that beauty. Maybe it's not beauty for you. Okay. So there is no criteria, right, to define that this thing looks like this. Okay. So all these are abstract nouns which you can just feel but can't see or touch. Okay, like success, failure, right? Anger, beauty. So all these are abstract nouns. Any doubt, anyone till this slide in the types? Else you know what to do? No, happy is not a noun. Happy is an adjective. Okay, happiness is a noun. Happy is an adjective which can qualify a noun like happy girl, right? Happy boy. No doubts? Great. Now, if I ask you a few questions based on what we have studied so far, are you ready for it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I can see the excitement on your faces to solve these questions. So quickly give answers for the first three. You just need to tell me the type of the noun which is in bold here, right? Just the type you need to tell. A, B, C, or D you can write along with the question number. Reyansh, how would I come to know C for which question you have answered, right? So you can write the question number 1 and then your answer. Yeah, nice. Okay, I'm getting different answer even for the first question itself. Why this confusion? Ria, you can answer in the chat box like others are doing.
Uncle is a proper noun.
Ria, I said you can answer in the chat box like others are doing, right? If I have to ask you verbally, I will call out your name. Okay, then you can tell verbally. Okay? Okay, quickly for the first three. And I want answer from each one of you. Okay, I can see so many different answers coming. So still there is confusion, I guess. A lot of you are saying Red Fort is a material noun. Is it a material noun? Is Red Fort a material? Can you make something out of Red Fort? Like, is Red Fort a material? Think about it again. Materials I told you, like the raw materials, like gold, which you can further process to make something. Okay,
Right.
definitely you will not make anything out of Red Fort, right? That is already something, finished product, you can say. Okay, let's see the answers and you can verify your answers. My uncle lives in Haridwar. Okay, is the name of uncle mentioned here? No, right? It's same like boy, girl, uncle, common. Now, if I talk about Red Fort, if I say monument, okay, you tell me, which type of noun is monument? In the chat box, quickly. Common, proper, collective, material, abstract. Which one it is? If I ask you monument. Common? Common? Those who are writing C, C is for collective also. So what should I understand with C? Trying to be lazy here. Like ma'am gave us this liberty to write just the first letter, and so we'll take definitely advantage of it. Right? Come on, you can write the complete name. Yes, it is common. Okay. Now if I say Taj Mahal, Red Fort, now it becomes proper, right? Now, definitely, choir is a collective noun. We have discussed it already. Choir of singers, group of singers is called choir. The pronunciation is choir. Okay, it's a collective noun. So, all those who have answered D, B, and C, well done. And those who have answered anything else, I think now you have understood. Yes? Okay, there are two more. Quickly, now let's try to do these correct. Let me just erase it once. Fourth and fifth, quickly. Beauty and swarm. Which type of noun is beauty and which type of noun is swarm? Somebody said proper for beauty. Is beauty a proper noun? Are you sure? Come on, we discussed it already. Yes, it is abstract. Something that you can't see, that you can't touch. Okay, it is definitely an abstract noun, right? And swarm, it is the name of a group of bees. Okay, then it is definitely collective. Any doubts, anyone till this slide? Else, you know what to do? Perfect. Perfect. Great. Okay, so these were all about types. Okay, we just had an overview of it. Now let's come to the next slide, which is now it's category of nouns based on number. Okay. Now if I talk about number of nouns, it can be one, it can be more than one, right? If it is one, we call it a singular noun. And if it is more than one, we call it plural noun. Simple. If it is one, like pen, one. Box, one. Okay, girl, one. Okay, these all are singular nouns. And if I talk about more than one, like pens, girls, boxes, okay, that is a plural noun. Easy? I think there is no rocket science. It's pretty easy. Nouns based on, number, singular and plural. Now the question comes, examiner asks you to pluralize, any singular given noun, you have to pluralize it. You have to tell the plural of it. So there are various rules for that. Just quickly have a look at them. Okay, see. First simple rule is to simply add S. Okay, like if I have to make a plural of this noun girl, I can simply add S to it. Plural, done. Okay, but does it apply to all the nouns? Can I pluralize all the nouns just by adding S? Do you agree? Do you think so? No, right? Not every noun, is pluralized by simply adding S. For instance, plural of bus is not this, right? In fact, the plural of bus is buses. Here we have added ES, right? Now, if I have to make plural of calf, is it calves? No. Is it calf ES? Definitely not. It is CALVES, calves, right? Calves. Okay. Now, these are all the rules which we have to discuss here. Where to add VES, where to simply add S, where to add ES. Okay, so you can have a look at this picture. For simple nouns, you can add S. Okay. Now, if nouns end in these letters, Okay, S, CH, SH. We will discuss all these things in detail, in the upcoming sessions. It is just an overview. Okay, just to give you an overview, there is a picture. If there are these letters at the end, you can add ES. Okay. If there is F or FE at the end, you can replace it with VES. Okay, like calf, calves. Knife, knives. Okay. Now, if your noun ends in Y, okay, and there is a vowel before it, simply add S. If there is a consonant before it, replace Y with IES. Okay, like in story, there is a consonant before Y. R is a consonant. So we can replace Y with IES. Okay, can you tell me the plural of monkey? It ends in Y and there is a E before Y. So how will you pluralize it? By adding S or replacing Y with IES? If there is vowel, simply add S. If there is consonant, replace Y with IES. Monkey, there is vowel before Y, so simply add S. Perfect. Monkeys. Okay. Now, similarly here, see, if your noun ends in OO, okay, see, add S, okay. Now, if there is a consonant before it, add ES, okay. If there is a vowel before O, simple S. If there is a consonant before O, ES. Now, can you tell me the plural of which noun? Okay, you can tell me the plural of hero. It is written anyways here, but still you can let me know. Hero. Consonant before O. So you have to add S or ES. If there is vowel before it, S. If there is consonant before it, ES. So hero, S or ES? ES, ES, are you sure? Great. ES. Okay, because there is a consonant before it, so definitely ES. Perfect. Now, these were all the rules, okay, to pluralize nouns. But English is a language full of exceptions. So be ready for it always while studying all the topics. Be ready for exceptions. Okay, exceptions are always there. Now, if I talk about man, is the plural of man mans ending in S or ES or VES or IES? No, right? Plural of man is men. So there are some exceptions also. Okay, here you can see a few of them. More of them we'll discuss in the upcoming session. Okay, in detail. When we'll discuss noun in detail, we'll see so many such nouns, full of exceptions. I still have a few of them here in the upcoming slides. You can have a look. See, let me show you nouns with exceptions now. See, can you see this slide? Man, men. Woman, women. See the pronunciation. It's not woman, it's woman. Okay. And the plural is women. Okay. Foot, feet. Double O is replaced with double E. Tooth, teeth. Mouse, mice. Okay. So there are so many such exceptions. You can have a look. Ox, oxen. It's not oxes. I have heard many students saying oxes as a plural of ox, which is wrong. Okay, it is oxen. Examiner will definitely try to confuse you, giving one such option, oxes, but it is incorrect. Okay, child, children, you can see brother-in-law, brothers-in-law, okay, sons-in-law, step-brothers. So these are some exceptions. Okay. Now I have a few questions for you. Can you quickly pluralize these nouns? See, ending in Y, consonant before it. I told you the rule. Ending in F. Ending in CH. We have seen all these nouns, all these rules. If there is Y at the end and a consonant before it, you replace Y with perfect. You replace it with IES or you simply add S to it. What do you think? Perfect. If there were vowel before it, simply add S. But if there is consonant before it, replace Y with IES, right? So it would be B, cherries. If there is F at the end, F or FE, you replace it with like wife, knife, calf, wolf. You replace F or FE with perfect. VES. So it should be option C. CH at the end. CH, SH. If these letters are there at the end, you don't add S but ES. Okay, so it should be which one? Option A. Any doubts? Anyone? Okay, so let's see. There are two more. Okay, not two. We are Olympiad-based questions. Okay, if there is any doubt till this slide, you can ask me. Any doubt till this slide, singular, plural, in the types, anything? Rosa, yes?
1 second, ma'am.
Okay. Others, do you have any doubts? Yes, Rosa.
What is the meaning of swine?
Can you come again?
What is the meaning of swine?
Spelling. Can you tell the spelling? I'm not getting the word that you are saying.
Swine.
SWINE. Okay. Can anybody tell here what is the meaning of swine, which Rosa is asking? Anyone knows? Perfect. Rayansh gave the answer correctly here. Have you heard pig, Rosa?
Yes, ma'am.
Swine is the other name for that. You must have heard, I don't know if you have heard it or not. A few years ago, there was, this disease which occurred, swine flu. Have you heard of it ever in your life, swine flu? I don't think you have heard of it, but a few years ago, there was this disease, swine flu, which was, because of pigs. Okay, so pig, swine, they are, synonymous. Okay. Okay, you have not heard of it, but I told you there was this disease also. There was this kind of flu which occurred because of pigs. So we call that disease swine flu. Okay, so pig. Any other
Okay,
doubts?
ma'am.
Anyone? No doubt. So you know very well what to do. No thumbs ups I can see. I think you forgot. All of you forgot what do you have to do? Okay, perfect. Now, let's discuss some last questions, Olympiad based questions. There are 4 questions, miscellaneous questions, okay, based on whatever we have studied so far. Can you tell me the answers of this in the chat box? All these 4. You have to tell the plural of wolf. You have to fill this blank with the right option, with the right noun. Plural of story, and you have to fill the blank given in question number 4. F at the end. Okay, perfect. do these 4 questions. Then, and I have a question for all of you, some a high level question. Okay, a bit high level, not that too much. That will be from my end. Okay, I will ask you that question once you are done with these 4. Okay, wait for the special question. Okay. But before that, firstly, quickly solve these 4. Yes, Rosa?
Ma'am, I finished solving these 4.
Okay, that's great. Just wait for others as well to answer. Reyansh, where is the
Okay.
option? Reyansh, where is the option E? There are only 4 options. How can you answer E?
Ma'am, I put it mistakenly. My answer is D.
Okay, all right. Okay, see, wolf ending in F. If noun ends in F or FE, replace it with VES, wolves. Okay, VES. So it should be option.
Ma'am, C.
Yeah, it is C. Now, we celebrate blank in December. It is a contextual based question. Okay, we all know what do we celebrate in December? Is it New Year? Is it Holi? Is it Diwali?
Dash.
Please unmute everyone, don't interrupt. Okay. We celebrate Christmas, right? In December. And what is the date?
25th.
Ma'am, 25.
25th. Okay. Now, plural of story. See, there are 2 nouns. One is story story, and there is one more story which spells like this.
It's like
STO. Okay.
like a lot of apartments.
See, I told you don't interrupt like this. Let me finish first. I will definitely give you a chance to speak. Okay? Okay. Story and story. One ends in Y, one ends in EY. Okay, can you pluralize both of these? One of them is here only, story. Y and a consonant before it. When there is consonant before it, we simply add. Sorry. Just a minute, my bad. Just a minute. Allow me a minute. Okay. When we have Y at the end and there is a consonant before it, we replace Y with IES, right? So plural of story, this story will be ending in IES. Any doubt in this? Y at the end, consonant before it, so we replaced Y with IES. But in this story, which I told you, STOREY. Now Y at the end, but there is a vowel this time, right? Before it. So what will we do here? What is the plural of this story in the chat box? Quickly. This story I told you, IES. What about this story? And if you know the meaning also of this story, it would be great if you write the meaning of this story as well in the chat box. Don't know? Never heard of it? Are you sure we end it with S? Charu Mitra. What about others? I'm not getting any answers from the others. What do you think about this story? I told you, Y at the end, vowel before it. Will you replace Y here with IES as you did with this story? Or you will simply add S to it, like this one. Okay, Reyansh said S. What about others? Quickly, I want answers from all of you. Think about it. S, okay. S. All of you think it should be S at the end? Definitely. See, if there is consonant, we replace it with IES. But there is vowel, so we'll simply end it with S. Okay, stories. But nobody told me the meaning here. Anyone who can write the meaning also of this story? STOREY. In the chat box, you can write. Pushpanjali said floor. Okay, floors. Okay.
ma'am,
Perfect.
I answered.
Perfect. It is floor or, any level of a building. Like it is a 3-story building. It has 3 floors. Okay. It is a 5-story building. It has 5 floors. Okay. So it's like floor or the level. Perfect. Great. Now, what about this question number 4? Something we can read, Ria, that is this story. STORY, that you read, that you speak, that you tell, right? Storytelling. Storytelling, that is this story. STORY. Okay, that is this story which you are talking about. Not this one. This is like a level or the floor. Rama's blank is long. What did you answer for this? Hair or hairs?
A.
A. Perfect. Okay, there is no word as hairs or hairs, HAIRS. Okay, we don't pluralize it. Okay, now why? Answer to why is hidden in the next question. I told you now I will ask you one more question. So now I will give you a noun and you have to make its plural. Okay, ready for it? Just tell me the plural of that noun. The noun is, and answer very, very carefully. As this question is coming from my side, it's not there in the slides. So it must be special, a bit difficult, you can say, right? Definitely it will not be easy. Can you tell me the plural of this noun, advice? In the chat box, you can write, all of you. Okay, Reyansh said advices. Okay. What about others? Quickly. Advices. Kavish also said this. Pushpanjali also. Any other answer? Any different answer from anyone? Advice only? Advance? How come it can be advance? Pushpanjali, strange. Like you change the word altogether. Pushpanjali? Okay. What about others? What do you think? Those who are not answering anything. Advices? Okay. Advice. Okay, Rosa, you have got some different answer. Advice. Reyansh, now you have changed your answer. Okay, Rosa, tell me why advice and why not advices? Rosa, can you tell the reason? Why advice and why not advices?
I don't know how to explain.
Don't know how to explain? Anyone else who can explain this, who can tell me the reason also? Why advice? That is correct. Let me tell you that is correct. Plural of advice is advice only. Like there is no word as advices. See, there are so many nouns. There is news. Can you make the plural of news as newses? Or news
No.
only? News. Information. Do you say informations?
No.
No. Do you say furnitures? There is a noun furniture. Do you say furnitures?
No.
No. Why? Like,
No.
why is it so that all these nouns don't have any plural form, by adding S or ES? Perfect, Ahan. I got the answer from Ahan here. Not countable or uncountable, right? If your noun is uncountable, you don't make its plural. Okay, like, do you say sugars? Let me give you some easy examples. Do you say sugars? Do you say, like here we have this example? No, we don't say, right? Because all these nouns are uncountable. Okay, so we don't make plural of uncountable nouns by adding S or ES, right? Any doubts, anyone?
No.
No doubt. So if everything is clear, you can show thumbs ups to show that everything is crystal clear to all of you. Great. Now at last, see vocabulary. See, till last slide we discussed grammar. That's not it. We not only have to study grammar, we have to study vocabulary also, for these exams. Don't worry, I'm not gonna teach you vocabulary here. Just want to share a few tips quickly. Just an overview, how you can strengthen your vocabulary, how you can build it strongly. Okay. So for that, what you can do is you can start with reading. Okay. Read every single day. Now, it's not necessary that you read 10 pages, 20 pages, or the entire book in a day. I'm not saying that. Read at least 2 pages, 1 page, 2 pages, that is also fine. Okay. Why am I saying so? Because when you read, you come across new words. Agree? When you read anything, any book, any newspaper, any novel, anything, you come across new words, right? And if you come across new words, curiosity arises. Like, what is the meaning of this word? It is so new to me. So you will go, search for the word, a meaning of that word in the dictionary. Okay. Then how to memorize it? Because if we search, we will forget it after some time. After 2 days, 5 days, 1 month, we'll forget the meaning, right? So how can you memorize it for long, long time? For that, you can start using that word in your daily life, with your parents, with your friends. When you speak to them, use that word. Okay. With that word will be fed in your memory for long, long time. Okay. So that is the best way that you can do to strengthen your vocabulary. Okay. There are so many ways. We'll discuss them in the upcoming sessions, but the best way is this one. Use new words in your daily life, daily activities, with your peers, with your parents. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how many of you will start reading from today onwards, or maybe from tomorrow? Okay, great. Great. Okay, nice. Glad to know that you will start reading. Okay, one last time, if any doubt is there, you can ask me. Otherwise, ma'am is there to share some important details with you here, related to classes and everything. Ma'am, are you there?
Yes. Okay, ma'am. Vibha ma'am, thank you. Thank you so much for explaining the topic. And, it was really very interesting for the students. And I see all the students actively participated. So, students, I hope you have all understood the topic explained by Vibha ma'am, everyone, about nouns. So, you got to learn many new words, singular and plural nouns. Everyone understood the topic clearly? Just show me a thumbs up. Everyone, yes. I can see a message in the chat box from Ria saying that when will you teach us vocabulary? Yes. So students, whoever is going to enroll with MTG online classes for the level 1, so the same Vibha ma'am will be teaching for you all. Vibha ma'am will be there for live classes for you. So whoever wants to enroll for the classes, so Vibha ma'am will be teaching for you all again. So ma'am will teach you all the vocabulary in detail. So you can, enjoy learning with Vibha ma'am, right? So students, I just wanted to give you about the details of the online classes. So here on the screen, you can see IUO class 2 is going to commence from 6th of May and it ends on 29th July. And number of sessions for class 2 and class 3 are 22 number of sessions, including, doubt sessions also. And the classes are scheduled on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 5 to 6 p.m. So for class 2 also at 5 to 6 p.m. For class 3 also at 5 to 6 p.m. And the date is from 6th of May and on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Got it? And this is about the live batch schedule and course highlights. If we discuss about the course highlights, what exactly are you going to learn from this course? So how Vibha ma'am has taught you the topic of nouns today. In this way, all the grammar topics will be explaining clearly to you all with few Olympiad level of questions, right? So all the concepts will be clearly explained to you as per the SOF pattern. After each and every class, you will be getting an assignment also related to the same topic. You will be getting few questions. So you have to do it. The questions of assignment and you have to submit. It will be hardly 5 to 7 questions. Apart from the live classes, you are going to get the benefit of this assignment. So it is for your practice only, students. Then you have to start, doing that. And coming to the weekly test, on every weekend, you will be getting a weekly test. As Wednesday, you'll be getting assignment and Saturday, you'll be getting assignment. So on again weekend, that is on Sunday, you can do your weekly test. So weekly test is a kind of a self-assessment test. So you can submit it once you are done. You'll be getting to know your marks also. So you will understand how many marks you're scoring and where are you lacking and where you're supposed to learn more and concentrate. After each and every topic also, we will be providing you worksheets again for a practice. So this all you're going to get benefit apart from the online live classes. And as I told you, there will be a live doubt solving with experts. As few topics are completed, in between we will be having a doubt sessions. In case if students, if you have any doubts, if you want any particular topic to be explained, so we will have a doubt session. In that doubt session, ma'am will explain you only the doubts and clear your queries. Got it? And speaking about LMS access for class content, as I told you, this recordings and worksheets assignments. So we will provide you a student portal app. Whoever enrolls with MTG online live classes, we will be providing you student portal. So in this portal, you will be getting all this, like recordings also. After each and every class, the recording will be uploaded within 24 hours. And you can go through the recording before you come to the next session. Along with the recording, PDF content also will be available. So students, I hope this is clear for you all. This is about the course
Yes.
highlights. What are you going to, benefit from this? Students, if you have any queries, we will discuss at the end. Now, next, in case if you have any other, if you wanted to know more information, you can call to or WhatsApp to these helpline numbers, which are provided on the screen. So they will be available from morning 9 to evening 6 from Monday to Friday, or else you can directly mail to this mail ID. So our team will revert back. So I hope this is clear for you, everyone. Yes, recordings also will be available for one complete year. Whoever students enrolls with MTG online classes, once after your course is completed, still you will be having an access to go through this recording still 1 year. Okay. So this is all from my side, students. So thank you all. Thank you, Vibha ma'am. Thank you all for joining. So if you have any queries, you can please raise your hands. Yes. Yes,
Ma'am,
Rosa.
the new books are there.
Rosa, for this, I think you can please call to the helpline number. They will be giving you the exact information.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
So any other queries, anyone? Students or parents, if you have any queries, you can please ask
Uh,
us.
you.
may I know who will be the teacher here? Like I understand you called out very clearly it is Viva ma'am, but I see class 2 and class 3 timings are same, right? So definitely it's not possible for one person to take both. So may I know Viva ma'am is taking which class?
Okay, Vibha ma'am will be taking third standard.
Third standard.
Yes.
Thank you. And actually, are we expecting any other days also classes? Like because Saturday, my son will not be available, so I'm just wondering if by chance any other schedule you have, like
Okay, sir, as of now, we have this schedule as of now, but in future, if we have any other batches upcoming, definitely we keep notifying you.
okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So any other queries, anyone? Okay, so students, I hope you have all enjoyed the session. Yes.
Ma'am, sorry. Is this deck is going to share, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. This recording will be available for you. We will be sharing. Otherwise, you can directly go to the YouTube channel of MTG and you can watch the recording of this demo session.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other queries, students? Okay, then. So thank you all. Thank you, dear students and parents, for joining this webinar. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.